Hello there, Katherine Hurst from thelawofattraction.com here. I want to talk to you today about decisions. Some decisions you make without even thinking about it. Some decisions can drag out for days, months, years even. This video is about knowing how to make the tough choices and how do you make the not everyday type decisions, especially when it seems as though there is a lot at stake. When faced with a confusing or even painful decision, many people can get stuck. They freeze and find themselves incapable of taking any action, let alone find the answer to the scary decision they face. If you struggle to make decisions, big or small, and need a simple solution to help you become unstuck, take a look at the following steps for daring decision making. 1. Give your decision a voice. When faced with a tough decision, a lot of people choose to carry their task as a solitary burden, believing that as their decision, it is theirs to make alone. This can get lonely and make things feel a great deal more stressful. So, give your decision a voice. Voice it to the universe. State what your choices are and ask for guidance. This may sound cuckoo at first, but similarly to any affirmation, doing this will help your feelings to calm on the matter, resulting in greater clarity and peace of mind. A good example of what to say could go as follows. I'm struggling to choose between X and Y. However, I know that the answer will become clear to me, and I trust that whatever choice I make, it will be the right one for me. 2. Free write. If you are struggling with a decision, why not let your subconscious do all of the talking for a while? With nothing but a blank piece of paper and a pen, ask your question both out loud and by writing it at the top of the page. For example, should I quit my 9-to-5 desk job and travel the world, or stay where I am? Then let your pen do the rest. Write non-stop. It doesn't matter if what comes out on the paper is utter nonsense. Just keep letting your pen do all of the work. Then when you feel yourself slowing, leave your notes and come back to them at a later time. You may be surprised by what your words reveal. 3. Make pretend. Torn between two choices. When this is the case, sometimes an exercise in make pretend can do wonders for helping you decide on what's best for you. Let's again use the example of being torn between the choices of travelling the world or staying at your desk job. If you were stuck between two choices like these, you would use the exercise in make pretend to explore how living each of these options would feel for you. Spend a few minutes mentally exploring what it would feel like to actually live each choice. What would your day look like? What would your environment look like? What would you hear, smell, feel, think? What types of people would you come into contact with? Get really in-depth. Now, after exploring each of your choices, make a note of the emotions and words that come to mind for each. After that comes the important part. Put your notes away and for the time being, forget about them. But make sure you come back to them the next day. It can be easy to let decision-making get the better of you. The longer it can take to make a decision, the bigger the decision seems to become. Don't let this happen to you. Try to keep some perspective. No matter how pressing a decision may seem, the larger you let it become in your mind, the greater the stress you'll experience, clouding your decision-making skills even further. With the above steps, no matter what decisions you are facing, you can begin to get in touch with your inner self, the higher you, that knows where you need to be. Have trust in yourself and your instincts and know that every choice you make, whilst not always the obvious one, will always be the right one for you. So what do you think? How do you make decisions? I'd love to hear. Post your comments below.